I've been overthinking since yesterday. Good kind of stress, as I mentioned in my last video, is mostly about I got two really good offers and then I have to choose between them, and then I cannot help but knowing that by choosing one, then I will permanently eliminate the potential future of choosing the other option. And that makes me feel very stressed and unrest. I've never experienced this level in my life. I feel like back then, even when I got different offers to study in university, I didn't even have this feeling. Like I had to choose between different university because that's a completely different city. I was really happy with my decision, and my decision was also heavily depends on other people's opinion. Um, so this time when I'm doing all the analysis, I didn't really do what people told me to do, to make a spreadsheet to list all the pros and cons and all these things. That is a very, very good way um, to make a decision. It's an informed decision. I kind of did that in my head, but at the same time, I realized that I don't have an actual an actual goal in my head about what I want to achieve. So it doesn't really make sense to compare all these things that are just on paper. And I've been warned that many times it's not about the money. Um, but so far, my plan is like if the other offer that I have declined decide to increase a lot of like salary, I will sign it. Um, just let the financial gains to determine, especially when they're both such good opportunities. Um, I don't know if it's gonna be a smart choice or not, but I need to have some sort of direction. And financial gain is a very good reason to do so at this stage in my life because I haven't achieved any financial freedom, and both opportunities honestly would give me assets and knowledge and connections to people who are would be very interesting. So I don't really see the big difference here. Um, so about overthinking, it is very interesting for me to realize that first of all, you realize that you're overthinking. I don't even need people to point it out to me. I know that I am doing it. And so I start to verbalize what I'm overthinking. I just say it out loud. And then I realize that, oh my God, why are you thinking about things like this? For example, it's get to know yourself better, as in the things that I'm overthinking about. Let's say I have already decided to move with that direction unless the other one increase the offer. So I'm picturing the future when I'm going to that direction, which is a worse work life balance, longer hours, working in weekends, holidays, all these things. Is it gonna be worth it? I have no idea. Many people would say like, oh no, it's not worth it. I've done that, at the end of the day, like you lose your life. It's just a job. It's not worth it. I agree. But at the same time, I feel like something in me that pushing me to that and say, you know, life is about experiences. They made the choices, they experience it, and then they decide that it's not for them. But why don't you give it a try? Why don't you take it as a challenge? Why don't you see if it's for you? It's because I care and am so easily influenced by others. So what I'm trying to tell everybody right now is that when I'm overthinking and when you're overthinking, you're realizing the thing that you are fearing or anxious about says a lot about you. So it's like a process of understanding yourself more. So this particular scenario will not randomly come. It comes in different stages in life. And right now, I'm given this moment for me to know myself a bit more. And I talked to my brother a little bit about it, and he said something that makes me feel a little bit good about myself, as in, like, well, it's a good thing that you kind of being pushed towards wanting to um, take a challenge or want to do something that supposedly look harder. That means that you still have some sort of passion about life. And I kind of like what he said. Because I have another friend, I mean, because of her own bad experience, she had this opinion of, well, because we used to be colleagues, she said, well, I poured myself out for this this job, and it ended up really bad. And I know that she's obviously traumatized by it, and uh, like we had a very different experience in the same company. And so I feel for her, and I understand that now that she got a job that she loves, the lifestyle, everything is what she wants. I'm happy for her. But for me, I I think it's going to be my own lesson and own learning about what suits me more. Because at the end of the day, look at the whole world. All kinds of lifestyles, all kinds of people think enjoy different things. Is that like a unique, like a single one thing that everybody would like and enjoy? My guess is no, it wouldn't be. So during this time, I asked so many people's opinions, and of course there are both sides. And I try to remember, like, they are good insight, but I really always remember they are very different people from me. The things that I like or the way that I do things can be very different from them. So I need to take that into account. And I feel like some of the opinions you rejected more, and some of the opinion you will welcome it more. And in some ways, because you see, let's say you see that person, you see their lifestyle, you see their mindset, you see how they do things. Do you want to be more like them? Not really. Like, if the answer is actually not really, that means that I shouldn't care about their advice and opinions that much. But it's good to be having perspective. Like, it's good to have perspectives. Um, I feel that at least at the moment, when I interact with all the people around me, I have a feeling that I haven't met someone that thinking and doing things or have like very like the same. Like, I never. So I'm happy to think to myself, like, I feel that I'm unique to myself in a way. I would love to actually meet someone that who I feel like very much alike. Like, when it comes to like philosophy of life, the passion about life, and how we see the world and how we want to experience life. I would like to see how they make their choices, and that if I want to be more like them. So at the end of the day, same thing again and again and again. If you see someone's lifestyle, you see someone that you look up to, but you need to actually know it better. Like, you have to be very, very close with them. Otherwise, it's just on the surface. If you find it, then it will be much easier. I feel like so far it's only I think me and my boyfriend share something quite similar fundamentally when it comes to about life, what we do, and things. So I'm thankful for that. Um, I took a really long nap today, so feel a little bit better. And I hope tomorrow or in 1 or 2 days I'll be completely recovered because I still have a little bit of flu symptoms. Um, Tomorrow is Sunday. Monday. Monday is the day that confirms everything. So these uncertainties and fear will only last for 2 more days. And I have to remind myself sometimes, why am I when I don't have anything that is bad? I'm literally in a good position. Like if worst case scenario is like two companies revoke their offers. I actually still have time to look for a job. I don't have a pressure right now. I still have like 2.5 months or potentially a bit even more. So my brain doesn't register that. My brain is like in a hamster wheel creating scenarios that I don't even know what it is that makes me feel stressed. Invisible. Cannot articulate it. Don't even know what it is. Is this the fear of not able to live the lifestyle of working late hours? Talking about 10 p.m., 11 p.m., also work like during weekends or holidays. Um, or if I'm able to do the job, am I gonna randomly get fired before I pass the probation? Everything is like uncertain in life. If I cannot learn about to be calm in all situations, it's just one after the other. That's why I feel exhausted. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Like sometimes I feel I have a direction, but actually I don't. If people ask me that, I just say something. I say something because I feel like I have to say it. I have to make sense of my life. But I don't have any sense in my life. Like, I don't have a big dream. I don't have a big goal. My dream, if I randomly make it up, let's say I want to be really good at singing. I can make a song. But for what? Like, I don't know. For myself, enjoying the process. So at the end of the day, it's all about the process. And the process is always now. Many, many nows and present moments constitute of your future. So you don't have to think too much. You have to just do well in a day. Do well what you can do right now. Right now, what I can do is to make good use of my free time because I'm gonna be really busy very soon. So what about enjoying a show? What about just making random videos like this and enjoy the process? I do enjoy making random videos. The dopamine that I got from uh, making videos and the getting feedback is actually quite unique because I'm yapping for like 30 minutes now, and I think the statistics less than 1% actually watch till I don't know. They usually stop around 1 minute, longest will be 3 minutes something. So technically, nobody actually watched till here. But then I will also sometimes get the comments about people actually listening what I'm saying. I'm really feel honored. How do I even describe this feeling? Honor, blessed, that people actually listening to a random stranger yapping. So at least every time I want to give a little bit of insight to what I'm doing with my life, even though it's nobody's business, but I like to share it because sometimes I feel like life is kind of interesting. It depends on if I'm the depressed me talking or if it's the optimistic me talking. The optimistic me talking is, actually we only live one life, okay? So if you're really privileged and blessed and enough to not really worry about putting food on the table every day, you have free time to listen to a random stranger yapping, honestly, it's very good. Your life is not that bad. So it's like a one chance with the one life to do whatever you want. To do whatever you want as in like taking steps. Um, if you decide in this moment, I have all these troubling fear, thought, anxiety, making me to overthink. But I also have a choice to be like, you know what? I decide not to overthink. I decide that right now I'm making this video. In my head, I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to say next. And then after making this video, I'm gonna go play some video games. I'm gonna play Darkest Dungeon. And I'm gonna put on the Twitch stream. And then potentially there will be 1 or 2 or 3 people coming in, hanging out. And then I would just talk about random things. And then that will be the night for the day. And then I have my freedom to stay up if I want. I mean, ideally not staying up too late because the other concern about this new opportunity is that as a woman, you work a job that would be stressful or like time wise if it's a little bit too, way too flexible, and then you're gonna be getting old very quickly. I try to avoid that. I want to avoid that. It's not like I get paid a lot to get that kind of stress and make me look much older and tired. You know what I'm saying? I think I can do that maybe for a year or so if it's good kinds of stress. By the way, you I don't know. Let's not talk about work anymore. This is fucking crazy. I haven't even started my chapter. I don't even know if I will start that chapter, and I'm like projecting. So yeah, today right now is 9:30, and that's all I'm gonna share today. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna go play games now. Bye.